Hi, it's Michelle and I'm a certified holistic nutritionist, and today I wanted to talk about how inner beauty and inner relaxation actually creates external beauty. And I'm going to give you some tangible tips on really how emotions really affect the way your face looks. So let's get started. So like I was saying in today's video, I sort of want to go over how you can create inner beauty. And for me, inner beauty is really that relaxation and that everything is functioning well on the inside. And you'll start noticing it on the outside, and especially you can see these things in your face. And so in Ayurveda and even in traditional Chinese medicine, there is this thing called face mapping. And basically they use your face, just by looking at your face, they can diagnose if you have certain issues with certain organs in your body. And in these medical systems, each organ sort of houses certain emotions and certain feelings. So it's really important to really process your emotions in order to have the best functioning of that organ, and then therefore then the signs of it being dysfunctional don't show up on your face. So for instance, I have this book. This is about Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, if you do a facial diagnosis, in between your eyebrows, when you sort of squint and have these, but they're sort of permanently etched in there, they're known as liver lines, and that's suppressed anger. And then here, if you have wrinkling, that's more worries. So along with the liver line, there's the spleen line, and so our liver is on the right side of our body under our rib cage, and our liver is on the opposite side. Under our eyes, they say that's adrenal fatigue, and it relates to the kidneys. Adrenals sit on top of the kidneys. They're closely related. Along here, these folds, they tend to be associated with the lung and colon lines. So also in traditional Chinese medicine, there are things called meridians and energy channels, and so what's on our face is connected through the network of nerves and all of these to other areas of our body. So essentially, that's just a little bit, and also they do tongue diagnoses, but I just wanted to show that this has been known about for thousands of years, how our face looks. It will show up where we're sort of suppressing emotions. So even just when our face is relaxed, those worry lines are not going to dent in. If we're able to process our anger and our worry and our fear as it comes up, we're not going to just constantly be in the pattern of creating it. And so the more we're worried and we're angry, and this becomes a habit throughout the day, the more we're going to just create those lines, and as our body ages, it'll just etch into the structure of our face. So what can we do about this? So I'm all about really processing your emotions, and of course, everyone wants to look good. There's a deeper reason for processing your emotions if these emotions are housed in certain organs in the body. So let's take, for example, the liver, and there is the liver line of suppressed anger, and our liver is our main detoxifying organ, and we're holding on to anger. That means we're not able to process and detox from everyday life. And I was saying, for example, our liver is our main detoxifying organ. And in Ayurveda, it corresponds with one of these lines in the eyebrows. So let's say you have a very deep line there. Maybe you're holding on to suppressed anger. That could be a reason in your liver. And if that's happening, that means your liver is not functioning at its best. That means that when you eat certain foods, you inhale the air, use certain chemicals, your liver's not able to detoxify as deeply. So this can seem really strange, but emotions are actually, biochemicals that were released in our system. And when we suppress an emotion, it just keeps repeating until it gets our attention to be processed out of the body. So we're constantly creating that anger mechanism, and we might not be aware of it. Like it said, it's suppressed. So if we're able to look at our face and maybe notice that we're having these lines or these facial expressions, and we repeat them very often, then we can say, okay, maybe there's something going on with my liver. And of course you can support the liver physically by taking care of it and giving it, you know, milk thistle is an amazing herb to regenerate and rejuvenate the liver. But if we don't really get to the root cause of that anger, that emotional deep root cause, then we're sort of just, in a way, we're supporting the liver, and that's really great, but we're not getting to the root cause. So we're just going to need to keep on supporting it and supporting it. But for me, personally, I find going into the body and getting into those emotions, and especially, you know, doing somatic meditation, that's the best way I can describe it, but it's essentially going into the body and focusing on a particular area of the body so that those emotions can come up to be processed and released and then integrated, because the reason that emotions get suppressed, we haven't integrated or processed it. But once we can integrate it at all levels of, you know, our brain and our body, we process it, and then we sort of gotten to the root cause of it and it's out of our system, so we won't keep repeating that pattern. So this video is really to just show you that, you know, we really house a lot of emotions in our body, and, you know, organs in our body are connected to parts of our face, and we can start really physically seeing where we're storing certain emotions and how it's sort of manifesting. And this is a great tool, looking at your face, to go into the body to start processing those emotions. And I have another video, and I'll link to that, on how to get into the body and start processing emotions. And then as you process them, you'll start noticing your face will relax more and more. So if you always worry, but you're processing your worry and you're finding new ways of dealing with that, you'll notice that your face will naturally start relaxing, and it will have a different appearance to it. So I hope this video has helped you. If you need help with this, you know, I do work on the different levels, nutritionally and emotionally. Please be sure to reach out and we can book a 20-minute complimentary call. And if you like this video, please like it and please subscribe. And I look forward to sharing more with you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. And my son is hiding in the background.